Today on the channel, we unbox Carl Weathers. Wait, Apollo Creed. Wait, Greef Karga. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars Black Series review. And today, we're unboxing from the Mandalorian Greef Karga. And for all your Black Series needs from Star Wars, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. Well, today, we're unboxing Greef Karga, or is it Carl Weathers, or is it Apollo Creed, and the list goes on and on. 80s action hero, 80s superstar, one of my all-time favorite actors ever from his stuff in Predator and Rocky especially. Greef Karga, another one of those guys that stole our hearts in The Mandalorian Season 1 and now Season 2. So it's really cool to get a guy like Carl Weathers in The Mandalorian. It's cool to see some of those older actors like that, not just getting work, but also being into the lore of the Star Wars universe. I think it is a really cool thing for probably his character, and he'll be forever known by so many kids that have no idea who Carl Weathers is. Kids like me, we grew up on his stuff, but kids these days, they really don't know Carl Weathers, but he'll forever be known as Greef Karga in The Mandalorian. You know, that is a really cool thing. He'll live on forever that way. Not that he wouldn't with Apollo Creed and in Predator and stuff like that, but this is a whole new world, or some might say galaxy, for Carl Weathers. But very happy to get this figure. You guys know I love The Mandalorian. Love these Mandalorian figures, and this one was part of the set that just recently came out. And like I said, you can pick these up at Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. Support the channel. Hit the link. Let's take a look at the packaging like we always do. There he is. Very cool brown cape type thing. These Star Wars characters, it's amazing the capes. I mean, there's not enough people in the regular world these days that wear capes. Very rare. I think only vampires occasionally, maybe some goth kids out there. But besides that, not a lot of capes. I think when I get a little bit older, when I'm in my 60s, I'm going to bust out the cape. I'm going to start wearing these half capes and stuff like that. I'm going to be really eccentric in my old age. Quote me on that. I'll do it. So there he is, Mandalorian down in the orange on the bottom. I love that packaging. I always say you can spot it a mile away on the shelf when you see it. You know what series you're looking for, and you can find it. Star Wars Black Series up top. You get the Hasbro logo down below. Top, nothing good there. Nothing really good on the side. Legalese on the bottom. And then what we really like, though, is the side. The art mural that all fits together. Very cool. You line them all up. I talk about it in the other videos. I really do like that. I would love to have a print of that. I don't know if I'd display it, but it'd just be cool to have. And it's a nice little checklist, too, if you could get that separate. I'm going to keep my boxes for a while. Usually I don't, but I'll see what happens with these. I don't know if I'm going to turn a new leaf and start collecting boxes, but I just don't think so. But I really hate throwing these away. They look so cool. But then there it is on the back, too, that same picture. The Star Wars, you got some legal stuff, all that fun stuff. And you got the orange that really ties it all together. But let's see what it says about old Greef or Carl Weathers or Apollo Creed, whoever we want to call him today. As an agent of the Bounty Hunters Guild, Greef Karga secures bounty hunters in pursuit of valuable and rare quarries in the galaxy. So we all love a bounty hunter. The bounty hunters are some of the most popular characters in the Star Wars universe, galaxy, whatever you want to call it. So he fits right in there, and that's his ties to our old friend, the Mandalorian. So let's open him up. I always like to go through the bottom on these. That's exactly what I did. Cut right through. It slides out. So easy. It makes the packaging look better and stuff and cleaner, and there it is. See you later. How about a little plastic prison shot? Whoa, we're losing plastic as we go. Get that extra clamshell bubble on the front, but very cool. He's got his 2 pistols with him. That's it for accessories. Get this one. See you later. Whoa, things flying everywhere. Want to look right away. Looks good. I don't see any issue. I see a possible ankle issue. We'll get to it. Keep your fingers crossed. The ankle's fine. 2 pistols look fine. The paint apps look fine. The head scan just looks a little off. It does not look like Carl Weathers to me. I don't know. I don't know if I got a bad scan or if it's a bad scan to begin with. I don't know. It's something. Let's see. We'll see what it looks like when we get it out. There's Carl. Greef, Carl. See you later. He's got 2 pistols. They look to be the exact same. They are. Whoa, let me lose them right away. See if I can hold that there. Just a small little pistol. But he's got 2 of them. He knows how to use them. I don't know. There's a bit of a shine to his head. I'm trying to see it from different angles. I don't know. Does that look like Carl Weathers to you? Old Carl Weathers? Definitely not Apollo Creed Carl Weathers. I don't know. Out of the ones we've talked about, this one is, I guess I know. I always say to myself, if I pop the head off and I put him in a lineup, would I know who the head is when I looked at it? That's usually how you can tell if it's a really good head scan or not. If we get the whole body, the whole package, you know who it is. But if it's just the head sitting there by itself, then you could tell, okay, I know who that is. And I want to believe that I would be able to pick that out, but I'm not as certain as like Moff Gideon, for instance. That head scan, you knew a mile away. Obviously, the Mandalorian, Quill, a lot of those other guys, Cara Dune, you know who they are without their head. But this one, I don't know. That's the only gripe I really have off the front. He's got 2 holsters for his weapons up there, for his pistols, 2 holsters. Not a soft, good cape, but a very pliable cape that moves around. So I don't mind that. It's all right. Your typical Star Wars articulation. Now let me see. The foot was good. It was just goofy in the package, so that's a good thing. As I've had issues with the feet before in the past with some of the Star Wars figures. But good tight joints, good paint apps. I like the scaliness on the pants he has here all the way up to his shirt. It gives it a little definition. It gives it, like you can tell, it just doesn't look flat. It looks like there's some character to it. That's what I'm looking for. Same thing with the cape. You got some ribs in it, all that kind of fun stuff. The head, very good head, very good articulation for the head. I don't know, something about it. What do you guys tell me if you have this one? What you think about the head? I think there's just something a bit off, and I can't place what it is. Something just very, very odd, just off a smidge. I don't know, maybe I'm being too critical on it. I don't know, but it just looks like it's off a smidge. I don't know if we'll get any more Greef Kargas down the line. I don't know if we will or not. It's kind of like the Moff Gideon thing. You would think we would, but I guess you really, really never know. I think they're going to strike while the iron's hot and give us as many of these Mandalorian characters over and over. We've already seen it with the traditional Mandalorian. So I got to believe we'll get more characters and more Greef Kargas, you would think. I don't know if I can't remember off the top of my head if he really changed his outfit much from Season 1, Season 2, if there was any special, additions of him. Does he fit on a ringside stand? So far, it's not looking good. Not looking good, guys. Oh, he fits. There he goes. Usually, I always say it, well, maybe it didn't fit. There's always one in every Star Wars Black Series that usually does not fit on a stand, and I think Greef might be our guy. I guess he fits. It's not as tight of a fit as others, but he does fit. So there you go. So I guess he's still good. But there he is on the ringside collectible stand. Man, not the best fit. So far out of the Star Wars I've opened on recently, he fits the worst on these stands. But most do, but it must be just this boot mold maybe. Sometimes you give it a little spin, it works. I mean, you can finagle it and make it work if you really need to, just like I did there. But it's not as tight of a fit as some of the others. But I love this Greef Karga figure. As far as the looks, the head scan is just the only thing that's holding me back a little bit. So I'm not sure exactly on that. Maybe I just got a bad scan on my face. You guys that have this figure, you tell me what you think. Or maybe I'm just being too critical. Maybe that's what he looks like now. But I guess when I think of Carl Weathers in my head, it's not quite there. It's close, but it's not quite there. And that's just my opinion. You guys tell me yours in the comments. And while you're there, let me know your comments on the Mandalorian figures in this one. Are you picking them up? Are you passing on them? Are you thinking about it? Mandalorian Madness swept you up like everybody else out there? Let me know in the comments, and you're already here. Hopefully you already did it, but if you haven't yet, hit that like button, and of course, hit the subscribe button. Turn your notifications on, all that kind of stuff. As I got Star Wars unboxings every single day in 2021 planned. What a concept. Has this ever been done? Am I losing my mind? Am I going to be able to keep up with this? We'll see. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to do all I can for you viewers out there. So subscribe, follow along, and let me know what you think. And that's it. So for Greef Karga, or Carl Weathers, or Apollo Creed, depending how you want to call him, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.